On February 1st, 1960, nearly 59 years ago, 4 college students made history in a Woolworths in Greensboro, North Carolina. The young men, all African Americans, sat down at a whites-only lunch counter and refused when they were asked to leave. That was the beginning of the sit-in movement.
Part of our mission is to look at the history of Black Mountain College, this amazing place that was between 1933 and 1957 here in Western North Carolina, and its impact on contemporary culture.
Whisper, listen, whisper, listen, whisper, say we're free.
The college itself was really thinking about a lot of different things, and integration was one of them way before their time. Another thing that we were thinking, or they were thinking about, is the politics of gender, the politics of art. You know, how does art connect to each other? And part of that includes a rich tradition in music. Freedom Now, Max Roach, 1960, thinking about our work here at the museum and what does it mean to restage something? What does it mean to have these important questions at an important time in civil rights here in North Carolina, but also in the country in 1960, and it was such an important question, but it seems like that question is still relevant today, and that conversation is still relevant today. What does freedom look like in 2019 in the United States? And I think that art is a powerful vehicle for these conversations, and the Fresh Cut Orchestra, restaging this piece, we were able to ask them to transcribe the piece, which means to learn it from scratch, orchestrate it from scratch, and give it their own twist, and give it their own way of looking at it. And I think that it's quite amazing.
I've been listening to Max Roach for so long, and actually this particular album for a very long time. But of course, you want to give respect to the original work, and of course, bring your own style and aesthetic to it. And it took me a while of listening to see where, what I would keep and what I would, sort of enhance or change.
Okay, what should we keep inherently true to the original? What liberties, or or the combination of the two? That was kind of a fun process. It was great to access that creative part of my brain.
We're holding on to the beauty of what was written, but also reimagining it in our own way.
They say it began with a chant and a hum and a black hand lay on a native drum.
Oftentimes, I find when it comes to jazz music, it's very easy to tackle topics about love, heartache, heartbreak, but it really is a very brave act to talk about something so political, and especially at that time, it was really a hot topic and very controversial. And so I think it's very cool that We Insist is tied to this Freedom Now suite. Sort of like, we're making this statement and we need to be heard, you need to hear this.
Thinking of where does this music and this piece come from? What was happening in 1960, and what, even the album cover, I had to really, it took me a minute to figure out what the album cover even meant with the sit-in movement. And so it was a really amazing learning process.
In the music world, he's such a big figure and an important figure for works like this, for you know, merging activism and the music of that time together. It was a joy to, you know, try to arrange this music for sure. It was a lot of fun.